in a past life I might have been using one of these. I wonder what they do. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dr. Phil, and I am terribly, terribly sorry. I haven't been here for yonks. And I'm looking at this setup. I think this setup is probably... we'll see if it even works. Just give it a quick spin. Yeah, it works. What we'll do is we'll just quickly screw down some of these little bits and bobs, and then we'll get cracking, because I've got to pick up my daughter. I got to pick up my daughter from the McDonald's, which is away, which is a distance. I've got this. And what I will do is I will put in some screws, and then this whole business will be thoroughly screwed. Where are my screws, honestly? Ah, there they are. Of course they're here. I'm not going to show you where they are because I want to pretend that I'm actually organised. So, here we go. Yoik. Hello, person. How you doing? Right. Dum dum dum. Ba da ba da bum bum bum. Ba da bum bum. Ba da bum bum. Ba da bum bum. Ba da da do. Da 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 bum bum. Ba do boo boo. Dip boo dip boo dip boo. That wasn't me. Here we go. Now, yikes. Trouble is that when you're using a screwdriver, I'll just do it this way. You got to kind of, you know what? Screw that. Just go straight in here. Ha ha. Is that going to work? Probably not. Okay, the bets are on, ladies and gentlemen. Is this going to result in success or industrial accident? Who knows? It's done something. We'll find out if that works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this thing here. I'm just going to turn on the thing and then turn on the other thing, and then the things will be turned on. Yay! Woo! I've also got some sprays here. Yeah, good. Everything's good. Finally. Got my Opal here. Look at the Opal. I've got the stuff here. Look at the stuff. There we go. Machine here. Look at the machine. And there we go. Turn it on. And then turn this on. Water will appear now. I said water will appear now. Water will appear. There it is. Yay! Now water will stop being so fast. Now it's going to make it into a light drizzle, not an epic shower. Now what are we doing? Basically what we're doing is we are turning this into this. Oh, how pretty, how pretty. Right, so in case someone's going to get on here and go, what is going on here? That's what's going on here. We'll try this one first. It's a bit of a risque-vu. It's also big, so we have fun. Up we go. We have exactly 1 hour. What I'm doing now is I'm just taking off all the nasty parts. That sounds nastier than I was going for. Just moving these out. Perfect. I'll move this over here so you can see a little bit more of what's going on. There you go. Have we got colour? We might. What we're looking at here is possibly not colour in the traditional sense, maybe a picture stain. I don't mind, some people do. I personally lean into it. By leaning into it, what I'm doing is I'm getting that natural gradient that's sitting there, and I'm kind of making it a bit weird, warping it around a bit. There are some natural colours here that usually opal cutters don't like. They can't interpret them, and I understand why they might not like them. The yellow is actually not just a yellow colour, it's iron 3 oxide. What that means is that it's a different form of iron than the red stuff. It's highly mobile, and that means that there's a chance that it'll leave the opal at some point. So I can see why people wouldn't like it. I like already? Why, thank you. As I said, what I'm trying to do is very carefully remove all of the detritus from the opal. And as you can see, even though this is technically not a coloured opal, you can see it's getting quite fascinating. That's what I like about them. They really are just works of art, just waiting to be called works of art. And don't worry, we've got some really nice iridescent ones coming up, so if you hang around for those, I'm not your mum, you can do what you like, but you know, if you hang around for those, you'll see some nice looking opals too. See here, there's a bit of an issue here, I'll show it to you. Whoop, there we go. Bit of a crack there, might have to just get rid of that. So naturally, at this point in time, I'm going to rant about my equipment. This used to be good, now it's not so good. I had to upgrade, and quite frankly, it wasn't an upgrade. I'll try and get the old one because that's much better. Maybe find one on eBay or something. Even zigam3.com.au. In case you're wondering why I use the .au, it's because I'm Australian. Come from the land down under, where everyone thinks we put a shrimp on the barbie. That's ridiculous. Why would we put a person on a doll? A little person on a doll, that sounds a little bit discriminatory. We're not discriminatory around here. Maybe if we put a psychiatrist on the hot plate, that's putting a shrink on the barbie. How do you like it being in the hot seat? Well, how does that make you feel? It makes me feel bloody great, but it makes you feel pretty hot. The cool advantage here is that you don't often get to see an opal with yellow interspersed. Well, hello there. Patient number 7. Yo, said hi, said hi. That's Hungarian for good. Good morning is yoga. You subbed? Yay! Good on you, mate. Oh, I don't care so long as it's peanut butter. I wonder if that was just for me. I don't know. Thou hast subbed and thou hast pleased me greatly. Also got my thumb here. Like and subscribe. Right, moving on from the formalities. Ooh, found that piece. This is a piece that I was looking for earlier. Small but mighty. You'll see why if I cut it. But I might cut this piece next, just so you can see. This one has got an awful lot of oomph within it. I am cutting opals, my friend. I'll show you this. That is an opal from Lightning Ridge, and it's got some beautiful iridescent colours sitting within it. And that's nearly finished, but that gives you a general idea of what it's doing. Black opals from Lightning Ridge are extraordinarily valuable so long as you get the right ones. The only way you know really is if some guy has already cut it apart and found it for you, or you literally find it within this pot. So there's a chance that within here there is a very, very valuable opal. It ain't a good chance, mind you, but it is a chance. That means that every time you go into one of these opals, it's like a lotto. Wow, indeed. I love doing this, and I can't believe sometimes that people love watching me do it. But I will give the people what they want. I will give it to them. I'll give it to them 9 times. Oh, 2 likes, thank you. I presume that was you. Not that I'm counting likes or anything, not that I'm desperately needy. Please like and subscribe. Made a decision. I didn't notice the giant cutting thing. Reason why I'm deciding this way is that I probably would just grind all of this away, and some of it might crack away. So what I'm doing is I'm hedging my bets there, see that? You can see why I'm hedging my bets now. Yeah, that made it. Now the good news is that we might luck out on the middle part of this and find something beautiful. We probably won't. Don't be holding your breath or anything. If it's there, it's a pleasant surprise. If it's not, it's business as usual. Oh dear. That wasn't a pleasant surprise. That was a break. Never mind. That's what happened, it snapped. Well, fair enough. But that's why I was cutting it in the first place, because I recognised there was an issue there. Yes, I touched the blade. No, it didn't hurt me. The blades don't really hurt you. Just going to quickly have a look at this other piece, see if there's anything remarkable about it. Don't see anything other than the fact it cracked apart. Right, hello there, who's that? Perfect Caster 6. Hello, how you doing? That sounded passive aggressive. Hello, how you doing? Just like, would you like fries with that at McDonald's? Would you like fries with that? Have a nice day. Okay, I will. Okay. Sort of. You shouldn't take it lightly, but at the same time, this thing is very mistake tolerant. You can get away with making mistakes. And why? Hello, come on. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. That's the way. Come here. Come here. I think we've got an issue with our... Yeah, we've got some stuff in the way. I'll just quickly get that sorted. Something's in the way. Oh, yeah. Something's in the way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how you get to Nirvana. Right, here we go. That was a little bit of a Nirvana joke there. Nirvana-based humour. Very good. Not the destination, of course. The band with Kurt Cobain. We'll leave it at that. I could say a whole host of things that I probably shouldn't say. Well, thank you. Someone liked it. Here we go. Nice little Opal, which I am just, what I'm doing now is I'm just evening up the sides to make it like even, hence evening up the sides. I love it when I do that. Yeah. That's all, folks. Okay, when you're doing these sorts of things, allegedly, only allegedly, it's a good idea if your mouth actually works. So I don't know what I was saying. It was no doubt very profound, wasn't it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it like this because I actually kind of like what I'm seeing. I'll show you in a second. Now there is no precious opal, which is disappointing, yes, but picture stone is good. I think there's picture stone just sitting underneath. Well, I think the precious opal is actually sitting with the picture stone. We just need a bit of sunlight, which is kind of lacking around here on account of nighttime. I honestly ordered a large box of sunshine for today, and it came a bit earlier, so I'll have to talk to the delivery guy about that. Now, do I oval it or not? Oval time. Yeah, cut it off. Cut into here. There we go. Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Now what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just, I call it edge sorting. I don't know what you would call it. Basically, you find an edge or corner and you bring it down a bit. Now I'm rounding off edges. Oh, no way, butterfly pattern, look at that. Beautiful. All right. I love it when that happens. Now I've got to be careful not to ruin it. It's right on the edge there, which is not a good place. And that moth, even though the drill doesn't hurt me, the Dremel, I have no guarantees that the same is not true for moths. So we may get a moth-based tragedy here any minute. I've actually done a lot of GIS, and edge smoothing is very different when you're talking about image analysis. Oh, that's all right. You do what you need to do. I'm not your mum. There we go. I'll put that on a dop stick and make it into something beautiful. But I reckon that's quite nice for something with no colour in it whatsoever. That's turned out quite well. Just give that one a bit of a zhoosh on this side. There we go, that's a bit better. Stick that on a dop stick, see what happens. But I managed to turn something beautiful out of something that wasn't going to do me much. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to quickly do this bit, this one here, because I'm wondering, I don't think it's got anything in it, but I'll just give it a quick check. The point being, because it's already a square, it's really quite easy to turn this bad boy into a cab, so I may as well. Now, it's slightly offset, and I'm going to lean into that a little bit to try and get it to look a little bit cooler. Ordinarily, you should try and, make the layers kind of work out. This time, I'm deliberately not doing that. Hello there. I have no idea what you just said, but I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, Colgin Smudge, I think, is what your name is, and P. So both of you are welcome here, and I'm sorry that I can't understand you. Gee. I'd make a great host, I reckon. Make me the envoy for world peace. I'd be like, we'd have a nuclear war before we got around to the canisters. Here we go. Right. As one can see, it's nearly into the curved shape, or a bear. There is our perfection of shape. There's more perfection of shape, coupled with a little bit more perfection of shape. Oh, 5 likes. Thank you, whoever did that. I really do appreciate the likes. Not for algorithm reasons, actually. I just like the fact that people like what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I've got my own way of dealing with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll explain that maybe another time. But those of you who are trying to make their way in amongst the YouTube business, yeah, that's an interesting discussion, I think, you'll find. And one we have to manage extremely tactfully. Because there's a few home truths about how this whole internet thing works that we have to address, which maybe companies that own rather large subscription services and are in the business of storing entrance hardware might not like. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look and see how symmetrical. It's not too bad. Okay, so that's what I call a cherry blossom pattern. I'll show you another version of cherry blossom, because this isn't a great example of it. Not a bad little stone, right? I'll give you this is a cherry blossom which has got proper precious opal in it, so you can see that that's actually kind of nicer. And if you stay around, you'll notice that I'll be flashing that one around a little bit, because I'm just trying to get people to understand what the opal concepts are. Not trying to bore the veterans, just trying to make sure understanding happens. Yeah, let's go and grab another piece of this opal stuff, shall we? We'll go a tiny little piece, which is this one here. To have a little bit of sparkle and vim and vigour. Oh yes, we've got lots of vim and vigour here. I'll show that to you. This is entirely different to the other ones in that this one is worth hundreds of dollars a carat. And a carat is about the amount that I've got left. So if I don't cut any more off it, it's worth maybe $200-300, but I'll be cutting heaps off it, so maybe 100. You'll see why in a minute. As a matter of fact, I don't think you need to see why, because it's just there. See that? Nice and gleamery. So let's have a look. Let's just bring it in like so. It's just a case of doing something called facing it. So you've got to figure out which side has got the most shine. And oddly, I think we're going to do this, because there was too much in the way. This actually preserves the size of the opal. It sounds nuts, I know, but it's true. If you don't cut them at the right time, then you spend too much time trimming it, and you end up with a tiny, tiny stone. True story. Maybe tinier stone. Oh, 6 likes. Thank you, whoever did that. I'm going to say there's nothing wrong with the way anybody does anything, right? But I am going to point out that I'm very different from a lot of the other opal cutters, because I do not discriminate. I do not go, this opal is a particularly good one, this one's a particularly bad one. I just say, this is an opal, let's cut it and find out. And if it turns out great, awesome. If it doesn't turn out great, well, there's another one in the pile that we can try, you know. So that's my philosophy. Now let's see if we can spot what I'm trying to cut here. No, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Maybe if I angle it away a bit. Can't darn see it, honestly. Will that fix it up? Maybe. Well, it does for me. Hopefully that gives you a bit more shimmer and shine. There you go, see some nice little shiny bits. There you go, look at that. Lovely. And that's why we go through all that paint. Right, now, what have we got left? We've got 31 minutes, we've got plenty of time. So, let me just go through. We'll just have a look at this guy. He's big and he's meaty and he's cheesy, so we'll have a look through him and see what we can find. First things first, see what's actually underneath there, if it's opal or sand. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see what's going on. And I'll go to the right of it a bit. So we've got a little bit of leeway. A little bit of leeway is what we need. There we go. Right. So, okay, colours here. The problem is that it'll be brittle. So sometimes you have opals with heaps of colour, but they're hard to get because they're brittle. They're brittle. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and cut it straight across here to see if we can get some of that brittleness to unreveal itself. Now that's a surprise. Oh my goodness. Okay, what we're seeing here, we love black opal. That's what the opal cutter loves. There was absolutely no indication whatsoever that this had any black opal in it whatsoever. So I've cut it open and all of a sudden there's just black opal here. Hello there, Ananish. Sorry, I should have brought my glasses. It's not that I'm having trouble with pronunciation, I'm having trouble with reading. There to be young again and supple eyes. Oh yes, supple eyes they are. Wonderful. If you're looking for creepy things to say, how supple are your eyes? That's probably up in amongst them. Ten people instantly drop off. Supple eyes, I cannot handle it. To be perfectly honest, whoever you are, I don't blame you. But thank you for the likes, whoever's boosted me to 8. G'day, g'day, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, the Elaboration of Curiosities has entered the room, or as we like to call her, I don't know if I find someone like you. I've got nothing but the best for you. How'd I go? Her real name's Adele. I hope she doesn't mind being outed like that. Oh no. Now people are going to go through the phone book and hunt down all of the Adeles and find me. Ah! I hope he doesn't say I'm from Queensland. Ah, no, he did. The cool thing about it is that it gets old for you, but not many other people get to hear the Adele thing. And so if I've got a whole stack of new people, I just trot out that joke and they think I'm funny and I think I'm funny, and that's all that matters, really. Many, many happenings. Ooh. Tell me, what are the happenings? The Badama happened. I get it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the effects of lag here. She's replying to something that I said 15 conversations ago. And I'm replying in the now. And now the twain shall meet. Tell you what, twain meeting is happening right here. Look at that, that's really good. The only trouble is, I'm not certain that that's going to survive it. We'll see. I'm probably going to have to carve it all the way through here. So let's see. May as well do it now. Phil McCracken. Okay. That's not the real nickname. If you must know, it rhymes with must know. I wonder what Phil can be turned to and rhymes with must know. This rock is an opal, as per usual, from the Lightning Ridge region, and surprisingly it's got good opal in the middle. All we need now is colour and then we're happy, but I'm being a bit gentle with it because it's nasty. Now, I only wish this would stay like this, but it won't. It's a nice conglomerate, but it's not going to stay like that. I'm just going to quickly check it for colour, see if we've got anything we're going to miss it. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're not going to see this yet, and quite frankly, it's too light. It's too light to maintain this, but there's colour, and that colour is good colour, but it's going to break. So we're just going to keep cutting it. And then when it breaks, we go, wah, and then we're done with it. Or when the machine stops, one of the two. The reason why I'm cutting like this quite aggressively, it's very South Park. It's trying to save the opal. Save the opal, blam. It's coming right for us. Okay, that'll have to go. It's coming right for us. I think, oh yeah, probably just lost half my audience because I do believe that there was a South Park episode which made fun of our president, not our president, the American president, no, Donald Trump. So maybe references to South Park are on the nose. You know what I say? Blame Canada, blame Canada. Indeed, you're correct. Even as it is, I'm looking at ways to optimize it because it clearly could be done better. I can see dust particles from time to time. And if it's all the same with you, a slow strangling death from silicosis is not something I'm going for. Put it this way, it's not on my top 10 to-do list. Nor was that. Okay. Quite frankly, Michael Hutchins' exit would be preferable to the silicosis exit. Well, you'd hope not, wouldn't you? I'm not saying I'm going for it, but at least Michael Hutchins had a reason. No, this one's old. You're right. This is the largest diameter I've ever put onto the machine, believe it or not. I'll show you my Opal setup because I've got, this is not the only thing I use. And also I'm having trouble with the actual, with the collet here because it's a newer design and you might realise that newer designs have been trouble. Just securing it. Sorry about that. What's the time? 43:19. Good. Just trying to stay on target because I've got to pick up my daughter today. .125mm. I don't know what this guy is. But I'd say it'd be... I think it's actually quite large. I learned from my AI that the span of a male hand is approximately 21 centimeters. So do with that as you may. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Wipers. That was from Coming to America, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember that movie. Notable actors as, what's his name? Charles Earl Jones and that comedian guy. All right. Now it seems to me, and it seems to me, you lived your life like a candle in the wind. No, it doesn't. It seems to me that that this opal might actually hold together, which is a bit unusual. Look at the absolute delicateness of this opal. I'm really loving it. I'm going to say it's got nothing to do with luck. It's all me and all of my amazing skill and stuff. Look at my skill. Now, isn't that asking for a bruising? If ever there was asking for a bruising, it's to say it's all my skill with a really fragile rock. It's like a Spartan soldier running at the people with his spear on that side and his shield on that side. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? All right. Yep, indeed. Also, I think I can see a Dad's taxi here. Actually, what is it becoming? It's becoming a T-Rex now, isn't it? 2 big legs and just like... His body's too small for T-Rex. Oh, sunset. Look at that. Oh, the Imperial Walkers. Yeah, you're right. Imperial troops is heading to the base. Imperial troops heading. That's really good pattern recognition there, Del. You know what? I'm keeping it like that because I can say it's an Imperial Walker stone. Somebody will snap that one up. You can share the profits. Like a fair split is like, you know, 99.999900001 to you, Adele. Yes, excellent. Well done. Very equitable. Nerd. Geek. TK421, why aren't you at your post? Oh man, I think I just outed myself there. Oh, that's much better. Right. That's called a resonating frequency, ladies and gentlemen. Bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da bum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da bum 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 There you go. Well, come on. If it's going to do that, whatever. If it's going to do that, it's going to be an Imperial Walker. It's got to walk the walk and talk the talk, hasn't it? Don't you think? Imperial troops have entered the base. Where were we? Bum, bum. Enough of that. Very close to drumming. In case you haven't ever drummed before, you've got to use the tendons in your hand. Well, you might have enjoyed it, Adele, but I think we moved from 60 to 34 people. So clearly, we don't have Star Wars freaks here. Or maybe we was like insulted the ghost of Charles Earl Jones or something. I don't know. There was a great disturbance in the force. Just like all the entertainment cried out in terror and was suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. Maybe, do I need to do the, like, is it the Leah thing? Da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't think many people actually have studied that hard at the Conservatorium of Music to play the Dremel. We've got a drone. If you let go of the thing, you get this. So you can go... Oh, come on. There you go. That's right. Make sure that you take your instrument seriously. What are you playing? The Dremel. Oh, the Dremel. Is that like an Irish drum? Yeah, sort of. A coin? No, it's an opal. And it's got an Imperial Walker on it. Woohoo! That's why I was doing all that Star Wars stuff. These are natural geological formations. So either God really likes Imperial Walkers or it's a fluke. One of the two. Opals are hydrated silica. They grow in, well, silica in places like outback New South Wales and Queensland and South Australia. What happens is that like a South Australian finds an opal, then becomes insufferable. I mean, rich, something. Really got to rework this whole business, but it's working a little bit. It's just the way that it's holding on to that. I'm not liking that. If you held it down there, it probably would work. Anyway, obviously it can't play the Imperial March properly. That's the important part. What are we up to? 54.28. So this is our last opal. This is our last hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. What I might do is I might see if the Imperial Walker has got any, I mean, you've got to actually make sure that it's nice and smooth and stuff, and that's annoying because that means that sometimes the pattern that you've just carefully extracted with all of your skill, i.e. none, it might go away when you're doing this bit. Alright, let's have a look at this Imperial Walker. Has it survived it? Yep, it survived it. Pretty good. Nice little bit of a juicy. Please survive that. Okay. No choice but to do this. No choice but to do this. Okay, there we go. So if you don't want it to be an Imperial Walker, you go this way and it's a sunrise or a sunset, or is it this way? It's a sunrise and sunset. This way, it's an Imperial Walker, which has got bizarrely human legs now. So maybe it's a T-Rex like going away. I want to go over here now. So that's all right. Just gotta. Gotta make sure it's nice and smooth. Now that's just disturbing. Our T-Rex Imperial Walker. Oh, it's also got colour. Our T-Rex Imperial Walker has now got toes down here. That's just a bit silly. Right, just go and have a quick look for colour. The other side's the biggest candidate, I would say. Good news is I could probably carve off this part a little bit. That would make it a bit more robust. I'm going to have to check it for integrity, because imagine making this into a giant pendant and then it's smashing. That would be annoy plus plus. So if I, for example, sold it as an Imperial Walker, I would be suggesting to the people, don't make it into jewellery, or if you do, encase it in something. I don't want to be the one to sell an expensive piece of jewellery just for it to break. This is not the usual media that we put. Well, it is, but like uniform opals are usually what we cut, and so this is an entirely different ballgame, this guy. Beautiful, no doubting that. I'm not happy. I have to go away from the Imperial Walker look now, because I just had to smooth it. We'll see, it might come back. There we go. It's still there, it's just that it's in the middle. The Imperial Walker is now mid-explosion. So, you know, good old Luke Skywalker's had a go at it. Boom! Ah! Alright, I'll do one more pretty one, because that's a nice one, don't get me wrong. I'll do a pretty one. Just a pretty. Just a pretty one. Just a pretty one. Keep going till we get a pretty one. Pretty. Do you reckon you're going to be pretty? You might be. Give you a shot. This is your shot at stardom. Don't bugger it, okay? Alright. They never listen. Oh, 11 likes. Thank you, guys. What I'm doing at the moment is just giving it a bit of leeway to try and shine a bit. Come on, shine, you little gentleman. $10.2. Well, hello there. J is for genius. How you doing? Still geniusing along, I presume. There we go. This one might work out. just as the J appears, this one's going to work out. Well, I've been really busy too. Life has become interesting, shall we say. I'll show a few things at some stage. I should make a video about it all. But I've built a prototype comparator engine, and it's so good that I can't just tell people what it is. But I can show it to you. And I'm thinking of converting a Hammond organ into a calculator. Long story. And I'm thinking of bottling your luck, JS Genius, because I think we're getting another stone out of this. I was just thinking to myself, I might have to give up on this stone. J appears and, oh, look at this stone. It's just, bam, out it comes. I must perform for the J. You must perform for the P. What's a P? Oh, that's it. Ah! Wow, what a noise. Yeah, this cutter has seen better days, and the reason is the newer Dremel is not as, well, it's a Bosch, so, no, it's not, it's an Ozito. The newer tool is worse than the older tool, so I might have to make a Frankenstein's monster out of it. Try and fix it all up. Also, with these things, the lanyard, the cable, whatever you call it, the flex shaft, but I'm not trying to be that way, but the shaft, it really needs to be handled. The shaft really needs to be handled correctly for it to get the right stuff done. I'm giving up now. And then I see your comment, happy to help. We just dump ourselves both into it as deep as possible, I suppose. Let's quickly have a look at this one. I think this is going to come out with, oh, look at that. Yeah, glad of that one. Look at that. Oh yeah! Hopefully you're seeing that. Thought so. Okay, so it's that side, is it? So we have to make it finish yet. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up. Shut up, 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 shut up. Just giving it a bit of depth. Hello there, Leah. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm going to end this charade because that thing is starting to really vibrate. I'm going to have to put you in for a maintenance cycle, mate. Bob the mechanic's coming. Shut up. Right, now. Yeah, it's getting a bit of friction there, isn't it? Okay, so that was the end result. So let's get a colour to it. I think that potch bit in the middle is probably going to stay though, so well, we'll see. Maybe this side's a bit better in the long run. No, it's not working anymore. All right, let's go have a look at these boydies. No, far out. Need a shave, I do. Oh, that's the other thing. I've been doing some gold refining too. That's probably something you would be interested in, Jay. I can show it to you. Believe it or not, just flipping around, that is gold. But it doesn't look like gold because it's gold hides in all sorts of places. Here's some more gold. And I might do an experiment at some other stage, show you what colloidal gold looks like. Now that, a lot of experts wouldn't even think that was gold, but I can guarantee you it is. Basically, people think that gold is either a brown substance that comes after an SMB drop, or it's a shiny substance. People know about the shiny gold. You go, oh, shiny gold! I like the shiny gold. Yes, but very rarely do people actually see this type of gold. I'll show it to you. That stuff, that's actually gold, would you believe? That's probably giving you a better hint. I'll show it to you. There you go. Bit of a better hint. Yes, it is slightly copper contaminated, and I can deal with that as time goes on. And what you're seeing there is carbon, because I did it in sugar. So that's about a gram of gold. Current price is, I do believe, 200 Australian dollars a gram. So, believe it or not, that's $200 worth of gold. Oh yeah. There's another 10 grams or so there, sitting in there. So, you know, 2,000. It adds up pretty quick. Hello, Loki. Now, what have you been doing, eh? What have you been up to? Where have you been? Hello. Hello. How are you? No, thank you, Jay. This one's Loki. She's doing all right. What happens though is that she'll get stressed out and she'll have a bit of a plucky voo, and that worries me. But she does okay most of the time. There we go. Whoop. Sorry, that was me. I tell you not to pluck, and what do? I reef a feather out. Yeah, it's Loki. She's doing all right. She still looks a bit scruffy. I mean, she always had bad feather conditions, so even just a slightly vigorous preen is going to cause issues. Now, Max has been causing mayhem and trouble all over the place. Look at that. That's the second one. All right. Come here. Whoop. A scratchy poo. Scratch. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Attended to your pins. Look at that. There's a nice pin feather right there. Got rid of that bad boy. Sorry, my hands are still wet, so they catch on your feathers, dude. For everybody else who doesn't know what I'm doing here, this is Max. He's probably wild cockatoo is the best way of describing him. And so the fact that I'm able to scratch him at all is quite remarkable. If you look through the... Oh, there we go. It's all right. It's all right. That was me. If you look through the shorts, you'll find the first contact that I ever made with him when I was able to scratch him. And that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago now, I think. The goal is to get him to jump on my arm, which is something he certainly will not be doing in the short term. He might eventually do it, Yeah. He's still a little bit. Whoop. Okay, sorry. But you see, he's not actually. All he's doing is he's saying, "Don't go there." He's not actually biting me anymore. That's called beaking, and that's hardly. It's hardly troublesome compared to what it used to be. Right, I'll go get you a treat. It's all right. Treat time. Okay. Treated dogra. Isoyuta and a new noga. All right. It's been all hands on deck. I'm glad I said that right. I'll show you something. This is a comparator engine, and I would love to explain to you what that is, but that'll take hours. That is a Schmidt trigger there. So there you go. This is a hysteresis loop, and this is a piece of entropy. So there you go. Lovely. One of the things I am doing though is this. I've discovered that you can put electronics onto Lego, and if you make a few modifications to the Lego, then you can make a standardized piece of electronics. You don't need solder, you don't need anything, so long as you know what you're doing. So that was interesting, wasn't it? Yes. Anyway. Oh yeah. Thank you for that. I have. No, I know I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. Why am I getting attacked? What have we got here? Here we go. And splat. What is the splat? What do you think the splat is? Here's a splat. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I swear on Charles Earl Jones' grave. Too soon? Probably. I swear on Darth Vader's grave. What's wrong with you? Done now. Yeah, perfect timing, dude. All right. Anyway, I swear on the grave of Darth Vader. Are you sure? Anyway, that it wasn't my voice. Strange that I have not. Are you sure your feelings on this matter are clear, Lord Vader? They are clear. Then you must go to the Sanctuary Moon. I can't even fly. Anywho, I think we're done there. Yeah, like and subscribe. It's destiny and stuff. It is your destiny. I wonder if I'm going to get ad banned or something. It doesn't matter. I'll push this button and I'll ad ban myself, I reckon. So, yeah, over there is where the button is. What? No, wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay. Dr. Phil out.